All right, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince, and I'm here on Sitting on the Throne. Your boy just got back from cruising, trying to get things straight for y'all for the Line Dance and Groovy Cruise 2025. It's going to be exciting. Make sure y'all share this link, share this page. I have the screen right this time. I just deleted the last post because I started that video off terrible. This is episode 7. Today's topic is marketing. Y'all come on in, share this link, share this post. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the bell, and every time I go live, you will get a notification. Go ahead and do that now. If you're jumping in, tell me where you're tuning in the chat. Let me know in the chat where you are from, where you tuning in from. Let me know where you are tuning in from. If you are in the chat, let me know where you're tuning in from. YouTube and Facebook. What's up, Joyce? What's up, Carmela? Shannon from Seattle in the house. We got Laurel, Maryland in the building. We got Las Vegas in the house. I got some big news for you guys. Next week, next episode, I'm gonna announce it. It's gonna be some big old news. So y'all stay tuned. What's up, Latondra from Boston in the building, Boston, Massachusetts. I gotta make it up there too, man. It's like I did almost 20 events this year, and it's still a lot of cities I need to get to, man. For line dancing anyway. Vegas, Boston. I got some great classes and great events out there. I gotta get to these events. Where else y'all calling it? Oh, Houston. Hester from Houston in the building. How I missed that? H-Town. I've been there many moons ago for line dancing. We had Pat Sale had the H-Town Showdown. And then, of course, my cruise, we had our host hotel there because we left out of Galveston a few years ago. We got about 15 tickets left for the Beginners Ball. If you're interested in going to the Beginners Ball in Atlanta, which is the first weekend in April, hit me up. I can get you that link, or go to my page called the Beginners Ball. It's called Beginners Ball. The page is not called The Beginners Ball. It's called Beginners Ball. Go to that page on Facebook, join the group, and get your tickets. There's only about 15 tickets left, maybe 16 tickets left, and they'll be gone. Get on that thing. We'll be sold out at 1,200 people. It's about to be an epic event in Atlanta. In a couple of months, I actually will be announcing where the next Beginners Ball is, because we are moving it from city to city, baby. I'm excited about that as well. So if you haven't got your spot, do not miss out on this event. You're talking about easy peasy, catch it on the floor, hit records all weekend long in Atlanta, Georgia. Me and Q will be hosting that event. And then got a nice lineup of instructors for the workshop. So make sure you go check that out. Go to the page and get your tickets. Also, we got the line dancing groovy cruise coming up. Oh, Tampa, Florida in the building. What's up, Francis? Pool Lady Snapshot, what we call the line dancing groovy cruise is coming up for 2025, August 2025. We almost sold out. A few rooms left. I think 3 and 4 person rooms are available. If you got 2 people, you can actually split that cost with that third person's cost and just bring 2 people. But contact my mother for that information. Go to www.thelinedancinggroovycruise.com. Get on the ship. Do not miss this thing. We about to be sold out very shortly with 3,000 people. We're going to have a party the day before the cruise, so don't get your flights messed up. We have the Miami Convention Center where we will party with all 3,000 people and have the biggest line dance party ever at the Miami Convention Center. And then we have 9 hotels sold out. There's a few spots left. I think my mom sent a link out with the hotels available for the event. So if you're already registered, you should have an email you received a few weeks ago. I think she updates that. So check your emails to register for your hotel in Miami. And then we'll have 60 buses leaving from those hotels, taking everybody to the cruise ship. Then we'll sail away from Miami to our own private island in the Bahamas, where we'll have an amazing beach party, which would be crazy with everybody. Bro, do not miss this. Go to www.thelinedancinggroovycruise.com, where we got artists performing the songs that we dance to. It's going to be at the Miami Convention Center. We got artists helping us with the sail away party in Miami when the ship's leaving. Then we bringing bands on board. We got comics on board. We got 12 DJs, including Chicago Steppin'. We doing a Greek, like, man, listen. All these parties about to be crazy. The themes we about to drop the themes for y'all in a few weeks, so y'all can go ahead and start buying y'all stuff. It's about to be epic. www.thelinedancinggroovycruise.com. This cruise is for everybody in the line dance community. If you just started, if you've been dancing for 40 years, this is for everybody. We got DJs for everybody. We're going to have spaces for everybody to dance. Clubs, atriums, lounges, the Lido deck. We dancing on the basketball court. We dancing everywhere. Just listen. It's our ship, the whole damn ship. And I'm your cruise director. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to do it up big. There's a lot of people putting their hands in this thing. This is a community event. The Beginner's Ball is my baby. The Line Dancing Groovy Cruise is for the whole community. Do not miss this event. www.thelinedancinggroovycruise.com. Woo! That's a lot. So let's reiterate. We got the Beginner's Ball first weekend in April, and we have the cruise. We start off at the Miami Convention Center August 17th. All right. Whew. And I will be announcing in a few months the new location for the Beginner's Ball, because we will be moving it every year to a different city. So Atlanta, get ready. Like I said, there's only about 15, 16 spots left on that event. So if you're interested, go ahead. I also have another big announcement coming out, something for the community next week. So tune in next Tuesday so I can drop this news on y'all. We're going to do it big, 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 big. All right. Now we're here for Sitting on the Throne. We're talking about marketing for line dance classes and your events. Marketing. Some people have a hard time with this. If you have an event, if you know people that got events, go ahead and share this link, share this post with them. get them on here, or they send it to them so they can watch the replay. They got to watch this. We talking about marketing today. People say, Carlos, you a marketing genius. How you get people to show up? How do you do this? How you do that? I like your videos. I like your flyers, doing all that stuff. We're talking about marketing today. All right. I'm going to give y'all a moment and get y'all notepads out. Get your notepads out. This might be the second most important podcast I did. It's one right here. The one with the hotel events. That one, I think that was the second one. You might want to go back. That's $1 million worth of game. This one is about to be, it might not be $1 million worth of game, but it's going to be $750,000 worth of game right here. All right. Get your notepads out. Get your notepads ready. My mother said the link will go out in December for that Miami Convention Center party. So be ready. Will there be a theme party on the cruise? Will there be a theme party on the cruise? What? We gonna have themes. That's what you understand. Themes with S's on the end. Not one S. S's. A lot of themes. Yeah, get that notepad, get that pen out. Marketing. What's up, Krista? My girl Cree in the building from Richmond, California. See, I'm from Richmond, Virginia. She's from Richmond, California. So we Richmond siblings. Mm-hmm. All right. So we'll start with classes first. We'll start classes. This is near and dear to me. A lot of people get into line dancing and jump right into the national scene. And that's not how I feel like you should go about it. All right. Because imagine being known nationally, and then when I come to your city and I ask about line dancing, don't nobody say your name. Right? I feel like home base is very important. Home base is most likely where you got into line dancing, 9 times out of 10. Some people got into it because they jumped in the car with somebody and went to another event out of town. But 9 times out of 10, you started in a club locally, you went to somebody's class locally, you was at a rec center, you used to just be the king or queen at the cookouts with family reunions, locally dancing, and blah, blah, blah. And now here you are. So for me, with me starting how I started locally at the Martini Kitchen Tuesday nights with Kamel and DJ Drake and Mr. G and all those people, the local thing was more important for me, and establishing your name. And just like anything, any big hobby or hustle or grind or career or business, when that thing is mentioned, you want your name to come up. They be like, if somebody tell it right now, I want a line dance instructor, because I know y'all seen it on Facebook. I need a line dance instructor, and I'm in the so-and-so area. And you see these names start popping up, people start tagging people. And they're not mentioning your name. You like, hold on, man. Y'all know who I am? The reality is they don't. So, I started off with a guerrilla tactic, basically, when I was just flooding everything with me, right? And a lot of people don't have anything. You don't have any flyers. You might have paper flyers, but you don't have any digital flyers made. You're not consistent enough on social media. You don't have anybody dedicated to do video in your class. And if that, you didn't even spend $15 on Amazon to buy yourself a tripod to be your own videographer. Like, these are the basic fundamental kits you gotta have. Some people see their flyers and be like, well, I can't make flyers like that. Who do your flyers and all that stuff? Well, guess what? I do my own flyers. This is the $750,000 worth of game. There are a lot of websites and apps that are dedicated to creating flyers. As great as y'all think my flyers are, guess what? I am not a flyer magician. I do have an eye for things and color schemes, and I have a creative knack, yes. But a lot of the stuff that you see and do is not magic. These apps do a lot of this stuff for you and create it. And it's even going to another level because a lot of these apps are actually incorporating AI. So you can kind of tell it what you want and it creates it for you. I'm not going to sit here and list out where to go, but it's one Google away. If you put in websites to create flyers, the top 5 are going to come up. It's that simple, right? Find one that's user friendly to you and stick with it. Some of them are free and they might have a small watermark on it. If you don't want a watermark on your flyers, it might be a small fee from like $4.99 to $6.99 a month. But you got to understand social media is the new age. Some of y'all are fighting it, but you have to get with it. Invest some time in your flyer. And now you have a website helping you make flyers. You can easily have 4 or 5 flyers so people won't keep scrolling past the same individual flyer you have. You should have 4 or 5 flyers, different color schemes. One flyer is red and yellow, and another flyer might be blue and green. Another flyer might be red and white. Because people get tired of seeing the same things and keep scrolling, and the way the algorithms is set up, Facebook knowing you posting the same stuff, so nobody's going to it. Switch it up. Have multiple flyers. Keep the information simple. Most people's attention spans are very short. Nobody's sitting there reading an hour for information on there. Location, what you doing, how much it costs, and maybe a picture of you. You ain't even gotta do that. But keep it simple, keep it different, and be consistent. Consistency is everything. Y'all see my Facebook page. I'm almost close to 90,000 followers, right? That was from consistency of posting reels, being consistent. I started off doing 2 a day. After 6 or 7 months, I went from 6,000 followers to like 60,000 followers, like that. Putting this stuff out there consistently, not posts. That was from reels. That's another thing. Posts are only seen by your friends, right? Unless your friends share it. And that's only if your page is public. A lot of y'all got private pages posting flyers about come to my space, but can't nobody see it but the same people that follow you that don't line dance. And that's not trying to line dance. Ain't nobody stalking you. Stop making your page private. Make your page public. All right. Now, if you do got stalkers and followers and people that are doing too much, you need to have a page dedicated for your line dance class. And then you can make that page public, and that page can be seen by multiple people because people can actually share it to outside people who don't follow you. All right. I know this is a lot of information, but I'm going to cover some of it again, and then we're going to come back and kind of reiterate some stuff. But you can always watch the replay as well. Yes, so I just mentioned that, Deborah. Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, if you don't want it on your personal page, you can also set it up on a page dedicated to your line dance page. The only thing about that is some of you guys will just be starting your page now. So imagine like me, I have 82,000 followers, right? Whatever it is, 80 something. And for me to start a page just for Line Dance Mondays, or I will be starting at 0. And so I already got 82,000 followers, so it's easy for me to just post on my page. But I do have a group page where the people that come to my class normally and usually can see updates of what I'm going to teach, what we going to do this, be traveling to 757 this weekend, blah, blah, blah. But as far as getting your stuff out there, reels are it. Reels. You ever scroll down your timeline and you see videos from people that you don't even follow that's random? You're like, how are they even getting on my timeline? Those are reels. So when you post reels on your public page, don't be private. The same thing happens with your videos. It's being posted on timelines of people who like similar things. That's how the algorithms are set up. People who like similar videos and similar things are going to start seeing your reels that pop up. So it just won't be your friends. It'll also be people that like that type of stuff, right? And so that's when you start getting new people. All right. You're with me? Give me thumbs up in the chat if y'all with me. Give me thumbs up in the chat. If I'm not going too fast, if you are with me, put thumbs up in the chat. Now you got to be consistent because Facebook is not going to take you serious if you post a reel once every other week. You're very nonchalant about this. Or you just posting it right before your class. Right? You need to be posting reels. And it doesn't necessarily have to even be about your class. But if you want people to flock to your page for this type of activity, line dancing needs to be the main focal point on your page, right? You want to be known for the line dance lady, the lady in your town that do line dancing. But when we go to your page, every time we scroll your page, ain't no line dance stuff popping up, right? The same thing. People tell me that all the time. People say, I'm a chef. I go to your page, I don't see no food. You ain't no chef. Because perception is everything. All right, I'm looking at the wrong camera. I got two cameras up. I apologize. Perception is everything. So, like I said, if you're a comedian, if I go to your page and I ain't laughing, you're not a freaking comedian. That's what it is. If you say you a line dancer, when I come to your page, and people need to be on there getting it in, stanky legging and swirling and doing all that stuff. And that's how we build up this following to understand who we are, what we do. And when people bring up line dancing, they're going to say, hey, Keisha, yeah, she be dancing. You got to get Keisha. She be dancing. All right. And like I said, it's small investments. How do you get that video? Some of y'all say, I get the class and I'm just trying to focus on teaching my class and I don't know how to, blah, blah, blah. Some of y'all got that same lady in your class that sit down most of the class. She can't dance that long. Maybe she older. Maybe she just there to watch. She just there for moral support. That's your video lady right there. Hey, you're not doing none of this dance. You're not gonna do this dance. Come here. There's too many turns. Whatever. You don't want to modify it. Blah blah blah. Hold this camera. Help her. She can help you. Help her. She's gonna be there anyway. That's your new person, and she probably gonna fall in love with her new role. Use the people that's in your space. They're there because they love it. They love you. You'd be surprised who's willing to step in and help out. So that is your person. Like I said, also a $15, if that $9.99 on Amazon. Go get you a tripod, set that thing up. And even if there's only two people in your class, you can set it up in the frame, have all two of y'all in the frame, and record those individual class moments when it don't gotta be long, 35 seconds to a minute of y'all dancing. And then when it's time to post content of your class and how it looked, the setup, how clean the building is, and all of that, you actually got footage so people can know, oh, it's like a safe environment. It looks good. Let me pull up. All right. What y'all got? What y'all got? If y'all with me, give me some thumbs up in the chat. Give me something. Talk to me. Let me know y'all still live. Francis, hit me up too after this. I got to talk to you also. Y'all there? Am I still live? Am I still recording? I see y'all in here. What y'all doing? Y'all sleep? Also, be very intentional with be very intentional with your videos. Like, I have a lot of stuff being taught in my class, but a lot of that stuff is not ever shown or seen. Like, I have multiple instructors in my class that teach stuff with me. And usually I post the videos and scenes when everybody's smiling, catching on to the dances, having a good time. That is the stuff that I post. So if you see Finna Get Loose 85 times, excuse me, or you see, you know, Crease Pressure or a lot of these other dances, those usually the warm-up dances. Those dances we do at the beginning. Those dances that we get everybody excited about what we do. But they're also eye catchers. Those are the videos that people look at and say, I want to come do that with them, right? That's how you get people to want to engage. Like, right? You know, we used to post videos of everybody doing Be More Nation, which is a great dance. We all love it in the community. But it's one of those dances that people love to watch. You'll get a lot of views on that video, but it won't make people say, I want to come do that. Maybe one or two, but most people will admire it from afar. They be like, oh, they be getting it in there. I need the beginner class. That's not the class I need. So when you promoting your class, you want to make it seem as if, and you're not lying because it is, if you're a great teacher, a place where you can come off the street, learn, and have a good time. Right? Isn't that the energy you want to give off? Come join us, come party with us, come have a good time. You could be smiling right next to all these people and jump in. If that's not what you're giving, that's what you're gonna get. You got to understand that this how this works. And then you got to think about how many instructors are in your town. So now people are watching your videos that went to somebody else's classes and couldn't get it. So what's different between your class and their class, right? You have to show it to them. You have to give it to them. But you have to be very intentional. This is why I say don't go live. If you're going live for people that paid, like on a Zoom or something like that, that's one thing. But to go live, just to be going live, it's not helping you at all. Live does a couple of things. Live makes people just say, I can do this at home. I can watch this right here. I ain't got to drive 35 minutes to get there. I ain't got to deal with no traffic. I ain't got to worry about getting dressed. I ain't going to spend no money. No live. You want to give the people what you want to give them. You only want to show them those moments in the marketing space where you control the narrative and you set the tone, right? You know, you can even record a part where you're breaking the dance down, showing people step for step. A little small snippet, 20, 30 seconds of you breaking the dance down, you know, before the dance starts, before you play the music, just breaking it down. People want to see those moments, those things like that to make it say, okay, they're not just dancing, they're actually teaching it. I want to participate. I want to be a part of that. Correct. It's a lot better than the club. There is no shooting. Correct. There ain't nobody getting shot at line dance class. Knock on wood. But you have to be intentional with everything you do when it comes to marketing. Because why are you going live? What are you showing? Does nobody want to watch you when the music stops and you walk back to the laptop and then there's that awkward moment and people in there scratching themselves and moving? Why are you showing that stuff? Then the people don't even remember that you live. They talking about crazy stuff and all that, gossiping and all. Control the narrative. Be very intentional. Stop it. But you got to be very intentional with your classes when you're talking about marketing. Because you think about it, take yourself out of it and then look at what you want to look at. That's kind of how I came up with the Beginner's Ball. Watching Denisia's lives, I'm watching all the flaws and events on lives. And like, damn, why they doing that? Why they doing that right there? And I shouldn't even be seeing some of this stuff going on. I'm like, damn, what's going on there? Damn. Yeah, I don't want to do that in my event. But even though I'm having that moment watching that live, why would you want somebody to have that moment during your class at home? Think about all the moments that you fucked up teaching dancing. You tore the dance up, had to start over, or missed the part and said, "Oh, my bad, don't start like that." Do it. You don't want to show all that stuff. People want to come to your class knowing that you know what the hell you're doing. So even though, yes, we are humans, we mess up. People watching this that come to my class, y'all know I mess up. You got to be intentional with marketing. People don't want to see that stuff. You got people in your class going live that don't got no energy. Why they going live? They make your class look whack as hell. They in there, cut your live off. What you doing? You ain't selling it. All the videos that people share to you, like, I want to do this dance. Oh, I like how they did this. I want to do that. They send you that video because of the energy and the excitement in that video. When you go live, it's gonna be a lot of dead, dull ass moments that ain't exciting, and you never know when somebody gonna jump in on your live. It ain't never when you want them to come in. Most likely, you cut your camera on when it was jumping, and guess what? When everybody jump on your live, that shit dead, right? And so, live doesn't do anything for people unless you're trying to capture a moment that is you dead set on your angle and knowing what you're doing, and don't forget that it's on live and cut it off shortly. But still, that's a bad thing too, because another thing with marketing, live videos don't come up as clear as when you record it and upload it on Wi-Fi or later on when you get home. Live be choppy. The music sometimes don't match the dancing. Sometimes it might slow down. Sometimes the music sounds like it's going too fast. All the way around, the live is terrible. That's why live is great for podcast stuff like this. But like I said, if somebody's paying, or you got class members that are there, maybe you have a group page for your class members that have a live, that's different. But to just be going live randomly just to be saying, I'm live, don't do that. Sometimes I can't get out to some classes, so I appreciate that. They'll go live. I understand what you mean, but not everyone is in it for marketing. Yeah, you're correct. Correct. But this episode is about marketing, so I guess that's the lane I'm going with. But you got to understand, but a lot of people, like Teresa, Demaria, Stefan, a lot of people who actually have lives, you have to pay for that. Because why? So think about it like this. Unless the class is free, if your class free, go live, do what you want to do. But it's still not going to help you marketing wise. But if you don't care, if one person show up every week, that's cool. I'm just trying to make it so people are not wasting their time. Imagine driving 35. I drive 40 minutes to class. I live in Petersburg. My class is in Midlothian, Virginia. So I want people to show up, for all that driving and me learning these dances. I want people to be there. So there should be an element of marketing because I want people to be there to give them what I got to give them, right? A pastor will preach in front of one person the same way they preach in 300. But why wouldn't you want to give that awesome word that God gave you to more people, right? It's the same thing with your craft with line dancing, right? And so you want to be intentional because it's nothing like learning something and showing up and nobody's there. And a lot of people that are watching this are in that situation. Some people are tired of owing money to the building because they don't have enough people in their class to pay for that space. So marketing does matter because now you're paying to teach. Imagine paying to teach. That's crazy. Not getting paid. Some people are paying to teach because they don't get enough people in their class to pay for that rec center space. A lot of people can't keep their spot because they always getting kicked out of these restaurants because they don't have enough people in there. Everybody in the country knows about that, right? A lot of people have this week we had Pizza Hut dancing in the lobby. Next week We in this because you can't keep a spot because nobody's showing up. And that's all due to marketing, word of mouth, and getting the fact that you have this awesome class available that nobody knows about. And so that's why we're talking about marketing on the class perspective, right? Marketing goes a lot into that. And quite frankly, I'm tired of changing spots. John Woodhouse was on the Let's Talk Soul Line Dancing podcast with me and Mr. Charles, and he said he's looking into buying his own building because he's tired of changing spots, right? Because those places require a lot of people, to be in there, or people to spend money, or they want numbers. And if people not showing up, guess what? You're going to be at another restaurant in 2 weeks, in 1 month, in 6 months. And you always change. Now you got to change the flyer. Now you got to change the location. Now you got to change the price because they charging you more money, whatever the situation is. So marketing is always going to be key to what we do. Unless you're at a community center that don't care if you got 1 or 15 people and it's free to use the space and all that, then you don't worry about marketing. If you cool with that, but a lot of people, that is not their case. I talked to a lot of instructors about that. Like why, how do we get these numbers up? Yes, Ricky, that is rare. The same spot for 22 years. You know how rare that is, Ricky? That's a blessing right there. 22 years, the same spot. Ain't nobody giving you a hard time and let you do what you do. They appreciate you and you walk in. Everybody know your name like it's Cheers. Kelly said, same spot for 7 years. Yes, it makes it hard to edit. Like Frances, she a videographer. She specializes in that. It makes it hard to edit a video when the music don't even match the audio because it's slower or it's fast. You can't even put no overlay on it. You can't even throw no music on top of it because it ain't even the speed not matching. You can't edit it because it's choppy. When you got that regular clean video, when you just record it and then post that thing later on Wi-Fi, from that moment that you captured that was perfect, that's good marketing. But what's up, Marie? That's what we're talking about. And a lot of people don't want to entertain that. They just want, I just want to dance people. And that's cool. But to go to another level with what we do, those are the kind of things that have to happen. You have to be very intentional with putting your information out there. And everything's not social media. A lot of people use email. They do email blasts. A lot of people create, what's the word, y'all? The little letter. The newsletter. They blast newsletters. Some people have a text line. They text people. It depends on your age group. A lot of the older folks not on social media. You might have to text, call, remind, send emails out. There's a lot of ways to skin the cat, but you have to understand your clientele. Another thing, who is your clientele, right? Be intentional about the track that you post a video from. If you are entertaining an older crowd, you might not want to post that video with y'all line dancing to the Yin Yang Twins, right? What's up, Law? You might want to post that video with y'all dancing to Let's Do It Again, or In Between the Sheets, something more mature, something older, something classic, something that people can feel in that age bracket. Some of y'all got seniors only classes. I seen it. Some of y'all got 50 plus classes. You got to be 50 up to get in, or you got to be a senior to get in. Well, what all the seniors in your class love, post a small video from that. And people can, in that age group, can see it and be like, oh, they can relate. Like, oh, they playing good music in there. Okay. I might gotta come check y'all out. But you don't want to show, you might not want to show the video with the seniors doing Saturday booty. Because now The young folks watching the video might like it, but we can't come anyway, right? So you got to be very intentional with all this stuff when it comes to marketing, right? And so, yes, it's what's up, Law? What's up, Ty? Yeah, and that's part of that just creating the atmosphere, Ty. When you're talking about stopping the class and doing a meet and greet, tell everybody to meet, introduce yourself to people you don't know. That's just something that sets the atmosphere, and that's part of marketing too. People in your class will probably be the best form of marketing. They will be the people that say, "Hey man, Monday night, what you doing? I'm going to so and so." That's how half the people show up to my class, from an invite from people in my class that love my class. The other half don't do that because they come to my class as a way of getting away from the rest of the world. So they don't want none of their friends and family to come to line dance class because they come into class to get away from them. So everybody not going to promote the class because that sometimes class is their getaway. But there's a lot of other people that might be new to it. And more the newer people that's going to do that. They're like, oh, this a hit. Oh, I like this. They're going to go out there and promote it. But a lot of your veterans, the people that have been dancing for a while, line dance Mondays or whatever day of the week you dance, is their getaway. So they're not going to promote the class because they come to your class to get away from all them fools. um, but yeah, it's a lot of different things that help market uh, line dance. Correct. Word of mouth could be your best friend or your worst enemy. That's right, Brandon. What's up? And so, you know, and with that, when people come to your class, I tell everybody this: try my class once. If you don't love it, you don't feel like it's something you want to do, I'm okay. I just want you to come one time. That's my whole thing. People be in my inbox, what day is class? Blah, blah, blah. Hey man, don't say I don't care about none of that stuff. Just show up. Show up one time. Whenever week you can make it, show up one time. And then my job is to once you walk in that door, deliver on making sure we all loving on each other. Like I said, like Ty said, we stop in the class after the first few dances, introducing ourselves to people that we don't know. I'm being very intentional with that every class, right? Trying to set the atmosphere. That's my job. So I always want everybody to try it one time. What's up, Inez? And uh, so once they invite people, it's up to me to do what I do. And if I'm not their cup of tea, that's cool. Because one thing I'm not going to do, regardless of what kind of marketing we're talking about, I'm not going to change who I am, my style of teaching, because everybody don't like Burger King. But guess what? Right next door is McDonald's. Across the street is Wendy's. Diagonally from there is Taco Bell. And if you're bougie and don't want none of that stuff, they got other restaurants for you as well. And it's the same thing with line dance. You want to market to get people in the door. Then once they come there, they decide if they want to do this based on what the product is that you have, right? It's easy to be you. So be you to the fullest. And that's how you slowly create your tribe, right? And then people in the class will tell people straight up, I got people that speak up for me more than I do. You might say something crazy, and they'll just the people class like that is, but that's how he is. He playing. He just be talking like that. But if you don't have your real tribe in that class, you're being somebody else. It's gonna be crazy for you. What's up, Wendy? It's gonna be crazy for you. Correct, Kelly. Do not change who you are. This is how you create your tribe. This is another reason why I don't go to other people's classes and promote my class. That's the worst marketing. Don't do that shit. First of all, that's the worst marketing. But the reason why I don't do that is because I don't want your tribe. I want my own tribe. I don't want anybody in my class telling me what y'all do at your class. Because that's not what we do over here. I want to do what I do over here. And I'm not telling your people to come to my class because I want my people, my tribe. Now my people can venture to other classes, but they started with me and they know how I do. So, they say the thief of joy is what? Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't compare me to nobody else's class, because I'm not doing what nobody else doing. I'm not watching nobody else to see what they do so I can do it. I might learn from other people, but comparison is the thief of joy. I don't want your people. I want my own tribe. And that's why I'm giving you all these tips and tools to utilize these websites to make your flyers, showing you how to be intentional with your videos, showing you how to invest in yourself, spend $15 for a tripod on Amazon, while telling you to utilize Sharice or Cheryl or Kim or whoever in your class that don't really be dancing like that. Tell them to hold the camera for this one dance and capture this moment. Be very intentional. People want to help out, but create a situation where it's your tribe, your people. Never intentionally pull up the other people classes to promote your class. I don't care if you brand new in the game and ain't nobody in your class. Don't do that. Because what you're gonna have to do is deal with the expectations too. Promoting your class and my class come with expectations. Right? It's rude, but I'm kind of far in the game where it's a lot of expectations that come with that. People that come to my class be like family. They go to your class, your class ain't even, they arguing, they gossiping, they hating on each other, they don't stand each other, they cliquish. Now, ain't nobody coming back to your class. You set yourself up for that, right? So if you're ready to do that, you have to deal with the expectations that come with that, right? So that's the worst way to promote and market your class, right? Yeah, I'm not saying you can't go to people's classes, but to go in there with the intent of, man, they got people in here, I need these people in my class. No, bro, I don't even move like that. I don't even want to teach them when I go to somebody else's class. And everybody know that. If I pop up, I just came to have a good time and dance, blah, blah, blah. But so that's marketing. Some of the stuff, but the word we always want to use is intentional. Music, flyers, consistency, utilizing the network of people you have in your class. Maybe do first Mondays free, or maybe your first time line dancing you free, stuff like that to get people to come try it out. Because if you got it, you got it. People, I got 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10 new people every class, and guess what? A lot of them will never come back. But you want to get that ratio decent. If I got 6 new people, I need 2 of y'all to come back next week. Yeah. That let you know you got something good. In marketing, the rule of thumb is 10%. So if 10 people show up and 1 come back, that's the market. That's the target goal. Because you got to understand how fast that, over the months, how fast that looks crazy, right? You got to figure in, if you do a 6-week span, you know how much space on the floor is decreasing as as you add people. Adding 6 people to a dance floor is a lot of space, right? Adding 10 people to a dance floor, so over 2 or 3 months you added 12 people. That's the size of most people's classes, if not bigger, right? So don't get discouraged if you got 1 new person and they'll come back. You ain't got enough new people in there. Same thing with marketing. Is for every 10 people that look at something, you want 1 person to engage, hit the like button. That's why you look at your post, it'll say 900 views, right? And then you got 2 likes. You got to get that number up. The likes got to go up, baby. You need some engagement. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Everybody looking because they ain't interested enough, right? It's always 10%. Like the Line Dance Cruise, right? The Line Dance Groovy Cruise page, we have 10,000 people in that group. Now, if the goal is 10%, that means out of them 10,000 people on my cruise page, I need 1,000 of them people to be on the ship. guess what? We exceeded that goal. Of the 10,000 people on that page, we have 2,900 people going, right? So we're almost at 30%. So it's the same way. So in order for us to get 3,000, that means we don't have enough people in the group. We need to have 30,000 people interested in line dancing. So our 10% will be 3,000. That's our goal, right? So most likely your product is not getting in front of enough people to get to the number that you want. So a lot of time you're thinking, don't nobody want to do this? Why it's so hard? Because you're not putting this line dance product, this hobby, this activity in front of enough people, right? So if you want 40 people in your class, right? That means you have to put this product consistently in front of 400 people, right? And most of y'all not. Y'all not consistent enough. The algorithm's killing y'all. Once you stop posting a lot, ain't nobody seeing your stuff. Facebook got you shit dead. I don't care how many friends you got. Your views and the amount of people that's going to see them posts is going to be minimal. That's the way it works now. It's sad but true. You might have 5,000 friends, only 30 people seeing your stuff. You lost. You trying to figure out what's going on and why we are not getting the responses that you want. You post that flyer, you're like, damn, anybody see my flyer? Am I talking to myself out here? You looking like this. You like, is anybody seeing my flyer? Hello? Because you're not consistent enough. And remember, like I said, those reels. Take your page off private. You can't maximize the reels. The reels is basically the only thing that you post that's going to be on timelines of people that you're not friends with. Everything else got to be shared to get spread. Your regular posts, and your little flyers and stuff like that, they have to be shared to be seen by people who are not following you already. The reels are not like that. The reels are seen by a bunch of people that have similar interests to you and like the same kind of content that you're posting consistently, right? So that's it for that. Events. That was classes. All right. Let's go to marketing for events. Just like marketing for anything, even with TV commercials and all that stuff, you have to understand who your audience is. Who is your freaking audience, bro? Like, you doing seniors coming out to your events? Is this a national event? Uh, who's your DJ going to be? Uh, does he know the music and he tapped into the type of people that you got coming? You said tap me in, coach. Lala, what's up, Lala? Does you know? Are you being intentional with attentiveness to your guest list, right? Because I've had a lot of people that wanted to like, well, at your event you should have my DJ. Your DJ ain't never left his city. Why would I bring him to my event? And I got people from 40 states coming, right? You got to have a DJ that's going to be able to appeal to the audience that you have, right? And so it wasn't like this when I first got into line dancing and started traveling. But the number of events that are out now is crazy. Like I told y'all, every week there are 70 something events. There are more events than there are weeks. So the sad reality now is people are choosing. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. And so what happens is people everybody has been through it once or twice, except me, because I haven't been to a bad event. But I'm different. It don't take much to satisfy me. But most people have been burnt, right? They have been to an event where they feel like they wasted their time and money. And so now people are choosing. If there's 70 something events on that calendar on Universal, they say, I've been there. I dealt with that DJ. I dealt with that host, not doing it again. People are choosing. So you have to be very intentional about who you're inviting, who you are not communicating with, and being very clear about how the party is going to go down. Now, just like your class, be you, right? If you have a group, even though y'all know I'm anti-group, if you have a group and your group is a certain way and y'all not going to change and this is who y'all are, understand that people that pick you are your tribe. The same way tribes and line dancing are like classes. People pick and choose based on the energy levels, the vibes. They know they're coming to get what they came to get, so they choose you. So some people is not going to want to come to your event. They might not like you. They might not like your group. They might not like some one person in your group. They might not like the energy you give off. But for the most part, don't change that. Unless you're doing some outlandish, ridiculous, disrespectful stuff, be you, and the people that come to your event will appreciate the fact that they're getting you at their event. And that's why they signed up. They met you at somebody else's event and y'all was dancing y'all ass off, having a good time. The energy was great. So when your event popped up on the calendar, they said, I want to go party with those people. I'm coming to their city and dancing with them. And that comes from you being genuinely you. The reason why I'm anti-group, because people ask me that all the time, this before we get to the next thing on events. The reason why I'm anti-group, because a lot of times it's the correlation, right? It's not fair. Like, say if people don't like me, people that got the shirt on with my name on it or my group name on it, people instinctively don't like those people. And that's not fair to them. That's just how I look at it. I've been to too many events where people see different shirts and they be like, oh, they probably them. And it's not fair because there's so many good people in line dancing. You can't let one person change your opinion on all these other people. So if I come to an event 9 times out of 10, you won't even know the people I came with in my class because we just in there, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I like it to be. But I don't knock people who have groups and travel with groups. If you can get it together, y'all act accordingly and ain't nobody making everybody fucking mad, then it works. But it does affect you putting on events. And that's when, if you do have a group, y'all need to have those heart-to-heart moments and understanding that everybody in that group is a reflection of that group and can affect how we move going forward. It can affect how, if 2 people show up or 100 people show up, it can affect that. And so if you have a group, when people start walking through that door at your event, well, before they come to that door in your event, you need to have a meeting, a phone call, a Zoom call, utilize the technology to let everybody know. I don't care what happened at work on Thursday. When people start arriving on Friday at this event, everybody need to be the group, be us, smiling, having a good time, great energy, dancing. You ain't got to be the most social person, but you got to understand people have booked flights and flying in from all over the country to be a part of what y'all got going on. And your bad day, your bad moment can fuck up everything. Because like I said, now, when it used to be only 15 events nationwide, there's 72, 73 events. And so they can easily say, yeah, I don't want to come back to this event. And so you have to be very intentional when talking to your group about being intentional with our energy, hospitality, and social skills for that weekend. And when everybody leave, y'all go back to being assholes. But it's something you got to worry about. But on from that, that was a sidebar. Group stuff. Group stuff. But back to events. Correct. We have an event, you don't like to smile at the event, greet people, like, look, don't put that shirt on. I'm telling you, that shirt, people correlate that joint with that name. They be like, who? 757, they terrible, blah, 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 whoever, you know, line dancing with Carlos, whatever the group name with the shirt say, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They had that one girl in Carlos class, she was just mean as hell. She was just, I don't got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not something I'm not going too much time and work. We've been working on this event for 8 months. And then the day comes and something like this is making everything go sideways. No. But back to the events. A lot of people will give your event a try. But because, like I said, there are 73 events, you got to be very intentional with hospitality. That's when people actually get there, how they feel when they get there. Do they feel welcomed when they get there? Do they feel appreciated that they're there? And are they acknowledged for them being there? 2, it's a line dance event. Are they understanding of what they're coming to get? And we always put this on the instructors, right? People that line dance, we know this. Are you inviting your class, your group, your people, your tribe to an event that they're going to be able to dance at? Do you know who their DJ is? Do you know he's legit? Are they going to be playing stuff that they know? Did you teach your people enough stuff to dance so they can feel like they know what they're doing? Right? This is the type of stuff I have to do. When y'all see me, when I came out with the beginner's ball, how many times did I tell y'all? It's called the beginner's ball. We're going to be doing beginner dances. If you booked a flight and you got a ticket and you expecting us to do anything other than beginners, inbox me so I can refund you your money now, because we're not doing that. I'm being super transparent to let you know what you're getting when you get here. So when you get here and you say, we ain't do this, this, and that, I might call you out on the microphone. For real, you know how I do. I might bring you up on stage. Hey, everybody, guess what she wants to do? What's the name of this event? Like, because nowadays people are choosing. And I don't even want you in the space if I know you're going to mess up the energy and the vibe for what we're doing, and you know what we're doing, right? That's why a lot of people put these lists out. TCH, Stefan might put the list out. Homework, stuff we gonna be doing, working on this. If you know you ain't do that homework, you know, you setting yourself up. But like they do, what they do is they put it on you. If they put a list out there, imagine this. Imagine a world where you put a list out. You an event host. You put a list out. People don't learn them dances and they show up and they mad. How? And what planet? You already knew what was going down. You knew 5 of them dances on that list before you got there. Imagine that. Like my event, y'all see the beginners ball. I'm putting out all these videos. I'm about to have 200 videos by the end of the year up of all the dances that we doing. Ain't nobody doing that. They might put a list up, but they ain't putting videos up. Now imagine you get there and you, them 200 videos, you know 10 dances. Now luckily for you, most of these dances is easy peasy, catch it on the floor. But a lot of y'all don't even want to learn it on the floor. Y'all know 10 of these dances, and then y'all waiting for these 10 dances that you know to come on and be upset. The event host has did their job. Any event, the any event that put playlists out for the event, it's really like a CYA, what they call it, cover your ass, because you can't really complain about that, especially if they play that playlist. Like if you go to Demaria's first Saturday event, she got the playlist and it's in the order, right? So you can't even be mad. You got the playlist and the order. It's right there, right? So it's different events you can go to, um, that they put that information out and put that out. That's a CYA for that event, and so uh, that's a great thing to have. Um, Now with like the line dance and groovy cruise, like it's a different type of thing because a playlist really can't go out for 3,000 people in 4 different locations, which the DJs will be rotating every 2 hours in different. It's like it's a lot going on. So it's one of those type of things we're gonna have it set up where you'll know what's going on in what room based on who's where and all that. But that most events as a event. Correct, correct. You said, but think about that. If but a lot of people, who me being to that event, a lot of those dances that's not on that list, majority of us already know. Like because people, contrary to popular belief, they're not just doing all advanced dances. Like a lot of those dances that's not on that list is dances that the community know or can catch, right? And so a lot of that stuff don't gotta be on the list. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, they playing "Come Dance with Me," some version of it, some type of dance. Don't even put that on the list. You know what I'm saying? You wasting list space at this point. You know, some of these dances that we do and are being done is not. Who said it? The realness of the groups. Joy said, like the realness or not the fakeness in people or groups. Thus far, everyone in groups I met, I enjoyed them all. And that's great. That is great. I tell people all the time there are only a handful of bad apples in line dancing. There are thousands and thousands of great people that line dance. Now back to the events, because I'm kind of going off on a tangent. Back to the events. Once you decide who you want your audience to be, because contrary to popular belief, a lot of events are not catered to everyone. Um, I feel like even though this is funny because even though my event might be called the beginners ball and people say, well, it's a beginner event, blah blah blah, there's a lot of beginners balls. I feel like there's a lot of events that is beginner heavy as hell, like heavy as hell, and you'll see it when you go to different events. Like even when I feel like it's a split, like the weekend that we have uh STL's event and the same weekend we had Linda Sims event. I felt like Linda Sims event is beginner heavy. It's heavy. Call it what you want to call it. That's why I was over there. And then you got the STL event where they be dancing. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. But I think people that go to these events know what they're getting. So that's why the floor, the room, the events, people choose what they choose. And a lot of these events been going on for so long, the expectation has been set. Somebody said, I think for me, when I see groups with t-shirts, I get intimidated. And that's true. A lot of people that's new to line dancing, that's anything. When I started traveling with cycling, with bicycling, cycling, I'm a cyclist. And I got to events. I went to One Love in Atlanta, and you see like 40 people with the same cycling kits on, and they bikes matching, and they shoes matching, and they got the matching cycling hats and helmets matching. I'm like, damn, I don't even ride like that. They dance, you thinking they dance. But it's a lot of times it's an illusion. Everybody can attest to this. Don't let them shirts fool you. If a group of 30 line dancers show up, this for a lot of groups, I ain't call no names. 10 to 15 of them people can't really dance. They just look good. They come in there, they got their matching hats and their shirts on and they little shoe toe covers and all that. They can't dance. They can't dance. So you can't. They got people in their group that might can dance, but all of them can't dance. So don't let the t-shirts and all that stuff fool you. That's a black thing. Black folks love to color coordinate, match, and do all that stuff. 5 of them ladies might not even get up none during the event. And that's especially when you got them big groups coming in on the bus. They coming in, you think, we about to be partying up in this thing. Some of them just want to watch and they enjoy people dancing on the floor. So don't let the shirts intimidate you. You know, they start coming in with their matching shirts and all that stuff. People know what I'm talking about. And you know the person in your group I'm talking about. But it is cool. It is cool though to see the matching shirts and stuff like that, but don't let it intimidate you. Because the same thing with the cycling thing. I'm seeing these groups with they matching kits on. I'm like, man, they might ride fast as a mug. They might be serious. And I'd be out there with my mismatched cycling kit on, smoking all them people. They can't ride for real, for real. You know, it's an illusion. You know, but just like line dancing, there are a few groups when everybody show up, they all can dance. There's a few groups like that. There's a few groups that show up with the 18. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean the 18 like Atlanta is, but they come, you know what I'm talking about? They come with their best squad and they dancing. You know, same thing with cycling. There's some groups in their cycling group. When they show up, they about business on them bikes. They rolling. You see what I'm saying? But for the most part, don't let that get to you. Let me see. I might be missing some of these comments. Look at it on my laptop instead of my phone. Chat. You see how Aaron said S15 soul line dancers get their asses up and dance. Yeah, like I said, there's some groups out there that get it in, Aaron. You know, for the most part, but marketing events. We're talking about events. We're talking about marketing. A lot of people. What's up, Yolanda? A lot of people are so into the moment of their event that they forget to document and record and capture moments during their event. So a lot of y'all don't have your own lady snapshot. You know, somebody walking around with the video recording, getting all that stuff and capturing every moment. She ain't worrying about missing all the dances and all that. They're very intentional about capturing those moments because those moments are going to be used to promote your next event. Some of y'all ain't got no videos. Some of y'all events are myths. You know, it's either word of mouth, like it ain't nothing to promote. Like you got a flyer and say we dancing. But that's not really helping the growth of that event. You know, right? If you're here to learn marketing and you're here about getting growth and getting more people in your space, you have to be very intentional about capturing that moment. Go to the UC Star Awards. They have video people. Go to Linda Sims event. They have video people. You see people in the community that you can resource, you can reach out to. Lady Snapshot, she's on the chat right now. She's on the call right now. Francis, like I said, give me a call. Because for me, those people are just as important, if not more important than the instructors that you have on your flyer. Because they are capturing these moments that need to be documented and need to be used to promote and market for your next event. Correct, Lala. Intentional is my favorite word. Intentional. And so, shoot, if the instructors get in free, I need Lady Snapshot to get in free. because what she does is priceless, right? And so there's the things you need to think about, because now your event has concluded. It was great. But guess what? You were dancing the whole time too, or you was working the door, or you was getting people's shirts together, or you was helping with the list of people checking in, or you was, and you forgot to even get somebody to record the event and capture those awesome moments and stuff like that. And that's a big part of, see, Crystal, she another one, recording everything. Get her in there. I need you. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't have that person, and everybody don't understand the importance of that in today's space. This not 15 years ago when Facebook won't booming like that, and people was only getting to line dance events word of mouth. Right? Imagine that. And that's phenomenal too. Think about United We Dance getting as big as it did without really the push of social media like that, compared to how social media is now, right? Like, I feel like I have it easier to get my event to where I have it than they did, right? But you can't be stuck in them ways now, because we're in a different day and age. You have to record these moments. You have to be able to show the excitement being had. Why? Because they have 72 other events to pick from to go to that are showing videos and how much fun they having, and you don't got no videos. So I'm going to the other videos. I'm going to STL because I seen the videos and they was having the time of their life. I'm going to Cali Jam because I seen the videos and they was having the time of their life. I'm not going to your event in Boomfuck, Georgia, because I ain't seen nothing. I don't care if it's your 7th annual. I ain't seen no videos. I ain't see how much fun y'all had. That's the mindset of people when they thinking about where they going. Look at Lady Snapshot networking. Y'all better screenshot that phone number. She networking right now. Lady Snapshot number is 813-334-5824. She do great work. Yeah. Hit them up. Contact Crystal, inbox her. And always thinking ahead, always thinking forward. Correct, LaDonda. The videos, y'all gotta stop lying. Think about all the legendary moments. Well, that's why I talked about that live. That's why I talk about that live. I don't like live videos because live videos is how I got to the beginner's ball. I told y'all, Danicia is the single reason why I created the beginner's ball. Danicia is live. Danicia go to more events than anybody. You can tag somebody that be more events than her. She worked a second job just to go to the events. But she's live at all these events, right? And to the detriment or to the upraising of these events, right? All I see is the same 30 people dancing the whole time. And the live don't lie. The live don't lie. I don't care if you sold 400 tickets, 300 tickets, 200 tickets. I see the same 30 people dancing all night long. And that's when the light bulb went off in my head. How do we get them other mojos to get up and dance? How do we get those other people excited about getting up and dancing? Right? And that's where it came from. So it made it easy. Once I created the platform for people to come dance, it made it easy for me to be like, hey, Denicia, you can go live at my event. Because I created a space where it's not, but that's a whole other conversation. We'll talk about that later. But live is a form of marketing, believe it or not. When you go live at your event, people see everything. That's why I don't like live. When the DJ shit freeze up, they see that. When they play that song that don't nobody know, and then ain't nobody on the floor, they see that. When you doing a workshop and mishaps happen or the instructor messed up, they gotta start over, we see that. Everything is seen in the live. There's no way to change it up, edit it, take back what you said, blah, 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 nothing, none of that. Why are we going live at an event? And another thing, if somebody pay $185 to go to your event, why are people getting to watch this junk for free? Right? Think about it. With no sponsorship. The only reason why you can watch Channel 8 football games, Channel 6 football games, because they got millions of dollars of sponsorships paying them to put this product on TV. Ain't no sponsorships coming into us. We is not getting millions of dollars from sponsors for this event. Somebody paid $185 to be at this event, and it's 60 people at home watching it for free, dancing with y'all. They got the same theme on at home. They weren't. It's all white. They got all white on in the living room. No. What? Brandon, I've heard all type of conversations on live. People don't even know that you live, and the person that's going live don't know it's a whole conversation going on next to the live, and they be trashing people on the floor, talking shit about the event. I've inboxed on people and said, take your live down because you done said this, or somebody besides you said that. Well, Aaron, I'm actually about to do that for the beginner's ball. That's why I said it's another conversation. I'm actually going to have a section roped off in a spot where I intentionally want them to go live at, and to capture that moment and that angle of my event, right? And I'm only going to have a handful of people that can do it, and you're going to be signing a waiver when you come in my event. You can record, but you can't go live. That's how I'm moving going forward. Too much money being spent by these people traveling too far for people to be able to get this for free. Now, I will have, like I said, like a little press box, a handful of people that I selected that do this all the time. I'm going to have them where I want them to be, just like any other thing that's going on, any other huge hobby, any other thing that's taken seriously, they do the same thing. Correct? People talk crazy on these cameras. Matter of fact, one just happened this past weekend. I'm like, you live? Shut up. They talking crazy about people on the live. You forget that you got audio on your live, bro. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, but you gotta be intentional. Some of y'all are so stuck into I want to dance, let's just dance, that you missing out on opportunities to grow what we do. And it takes away the mystique. You don't want people to feel like they can get this by watching it on Facebook. That's what made those big events so big back in the day before social media. Because you know how the game go. If you line up 4 kids, if you line up 10 kids in the line and tell one kid something, by the time you get to the end of the line, the story been exaggerated so much that it's crazy. So imagine going to an event and having the time of your life. You tell one person, about how great it was. Like, man, they said it was 800 people there, man. That joint was crazy. Next person be like, they said it was 850 people there, man. That joint was wow. Somebody else said, man, they said it was 1,000 people there. That joint was going bonkers. By the time 100 people hear about this event, it's the greatest event in history. So they gotta go and find out for themselves how great the event is. You going live, everybody talking about how great the event is. They cut the live on. They say, no, I don't see what they was talking about. Nope. This don't look like what they said it was gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna go to one of them other 73 events. I ain't gonna go to this one. This ain't really. No. That's how it is, bro. Because people choosing that. It's too many events. Like, correct. They're not enjoying the moment. They're busy going live. And that takes away. Bro, it be events with 50 people walking around with cameras going live. Ain't nobody dancing. And you watch the videos, you watch the handful of videos they got out there, United We Dance. But people ain't even had camera phones like that. People had them old flip phones. Nobody recorded. Everybody was either dancing or enjoying the moment. Now you got everybody want to be a content creator. People capturing, walking around like they paparazzi. And there's less people actually in the moment. That's not what you want. You want people coming because of what they heard, and they got to find out about how great it was by showing up. That's how we do that. And so going forward, the beginner's ball, we being very intentional. Think about it. Exactly. A no phone party. Y'all see my beginner's ball video? The last event, we had 850 people. I post a couple videos. I show y'all moments when everybody dancing their ass off. Having a good time. That's it. Take the video down. I'm not going live. You know how much money that event was? Y'all getting it for free? No. And now we're going to have 1,200 people at my event in Atlanta. We not going live, bro. And you late for bowling. Come on now. They need you out there in the bowling lanes. But yeah, you got to understand that these events, that's a part of marketing, believe it or not. Somebody else is marketing in your event, but being able to put the perception out there in the wrong way. When you're posting video clips of your event, you are controlling the narrative. You are controlling what you want people to take from what happened at your event. Control the narrative and correct. Get in the moment. Footage is only. Okay, if you record a 30-second part of the dance real quick, put your phone up and go dance, that's cool. But for you to be sitting there with it, it's 25 tripods. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's 25, 30 tripods at the events now. Everybody going live. Some of y'all got the worst angles ever. Some of y'all terrible. Y'all ain't never been to video school, photography school. You catching the wrong moments. You catching everything. The DJ laptop freeze up. Y'all captured that moment. Now that DJ ain't getting booked because somebody saw it on live. No. Stop. I am the king. I'm the line dance prince. But I'm the king of controlling the perception and the narrative. I'm very intentional with that. It's too many hours, too much time being put into the events. I got people coming to beginner's ball from over 40 states. I gotta control it. It's getting out of hand. Yeah, it's a science of photography and video. Yeah. I don't understand that. Same thing with the video, bro. I had the very first beginner's ball, right? Funny story. So the very first beginner's ball, we had 500 people. And, a lot of events, when it's a formal event, a lot of people at a certain point change their clothes back to casual. And I'm controlling that now too. Like at the beginner's ball, for the first hour and a half, you gotta dance with our formal clothes on, and then you can change after that. And that is for video purposes. The video that went viral from the event, man, the comments is legendary. People was making up scenarios about what happened because people had changed. And so you got people dressed up in formal gowns and suits and tuxedos. You got people with headbands on, gym clothes, cut off t-shirts, tank tops, tennis shoes, all in the same room, right? The comment section said, yeah, it looked like it was a wedding. And then somebody that had a Zumba class next door came in there and jumped in. And then people in the hallway jumped in the party and blah, blah. I'm like, people was creating all type of scenarios about what happened in this. Some people said it was a wedding and people at a family reunion, and the next barroom came over and joined in. And I'm like, oh my God. I couldn't even post like what the event was for real. Like when I kept using that video, it was just like I was just posting it, right? Because you can't use the word ball. You're like, how is that a ball? What kind of ball? Y'all doing a basketball ball? Like, what kind of, you know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, the bad videos? Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. That's crazy. I literally be in the floor dancing and watching people set their cameras up. And I'm like, why is she setting it up right there? But you can't see nothing. What are you doing? Change it. I'd be ready to move people tripod for them. You about to mess they promo up for their event. But yeah, that stuff affects the marketing of events. Meet and greets. Let's get to it. Great topic, Marie. Meet and greets. If Friday is your meet and greet, why the hell you are not being very intentional about meeting and greeting? What's the difference between your meet and greet and the Saturday night party? I'll wait. Nothing except for the color y'all got on. That's it. That's it. Y'all not meeting nor greeting. Is y'all stopping the party? Telling everybody, just like I do in my class. Introduce yourself to 5 people you don't know. Is y'all doing that? I've been to 20 events this year, and only one of them did this. Are y'all stopping it, playing the game? Hey, walk around, get your phones out, take selfies with people you don't know, introduce yourself. Otherwise, why are you calling the meet and greet? Some of y'all coming in there all cliquish. Y'all go sit in y'all little corner and wait for y'all favorite dancers to come on. This is not a meet and greet. A meet and greet is when we actually get to meet and greet people. You know what? At the meet and greet, you can't sit with your people. How about that? Change that up. Do that. That's how we become a family. That's how we get comfortable amongst people we don't know. You got to make it, the more people we know, the more fun, the more comfortable it is. If I'm just saying, if you're going to call it a meet and greet, otherwise, just call it Friday theme is wear blue, wear red. Stop calling it a meet and greet if you're not meeting and greeting. People coming to the meet and greet, especially a lot of these new people, to meet y'all. All these people they love to watch on Facebook and YouTube is coming to the event. Is I'm going to get to meet y'all and greet y'all. Otherwise, just dance. Is y'all gonna stop it and get a point where people can come represent somebody, come up, the leader of each group come up there and say where they from or what city they from, representing and all of that? What are you doing to make it an actual meet and greet? Right? These are all marketing things. These are things to make your event better going forward. When people talk about your event, they're going to take these things and say, this is great. And eventually people will start using your ideas that their event would make their event better too. There's nothing wrong with taking ideas and stuff that makes an event better and using it to your event. Just don't take the credit for it. That's all. You can't do that. Well, see, I got 50 tripods in the way. Can't even get to the dance floor. Well, I feel like there's a space for it, there's a time for it, and a need for it. That video. But just like anything else, I'm going to create that press box. Wait till I come to beginner's ball. The stuff I'm at, hey, this is going to be my event about to be legendarily different. Your event. I'm about to set the stage for y'all. I wasn't even going to tell y'all I was going to do this. I'm giving y'all $750,000 worth of game. Y'all know them tables that we do the vendors at on Friday and Saturday? We might have 30 vendors this year. We got 1,200 people. We might have 30 vendors this year. Them same tables on Sundays, I'm going to let event organizers use those tables to sit down and promote their events that's coming up. So you're going to have 30 tables with flyers and information about their event. And they can sit there and actually talk about it and tell you about what's going to be going on at their event. So people can be intentional. Bring your flyers. You ain't got to sneak and slide them on the table and put them in people's bags and walk around like that. And, you know, and be sneaky with it. What we're going to start doing is on that Sunday, them same tables that we use for vending, like I said, I need everybody who got an event coming up, use these tables. Sit down at the tables, have your flyers and information for people to know what's coming up next, what's coming up the rest of the year, what's going on at the beginning of the next year. So people can get their stuff. We ain't got to walk around sneaking, throwing flyers on the tables and half your shit get thrown away because anybody want it. Have a whole plethora of people can come out there and go find out what they want to know. And I'm gonna have a table with folders. So everybody get their little folder and walk down to all the tables and put the flyers and information of the events they want to go to in that folder. Right? It's gonna be that easy. That's simple. Be intentional. We've been going to events for so many years and everybody doing it the same way, and it's not getting you what you want. Because there is a way for everybody to get their stuff promoted without being disrespectful, intrusive, and evade what's going on. Reason why I hate it for real, and I do it sometimes, but I hate it because, like, even with like when I went to like Bernard Smith event, or when I went to Captain T's event, their helpers and their team spent so much time decorating these tables with the centerpieces, and they got the little joint nameplates for everybody and all that stuff. I don't want to mess up these tables and their decorations and all that stuff with all these flyers and stuff, right? So let's start being intentional, but also respecting what went into put these events on, right? And so now, like I said, them 30 vendor tables I got outside that we use on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, on Sunday morning, them same tables will be used for promoting other events. Everybody got events. I'm gonna let you sit at your own table and promote your event. It don't got to be you. It could be one person from your group to sit there and talk about where y'all from, what y'all do when y'all started, what y'all themes gonna be to help market your event. But that alleviates the distractions and pulling people off the floor and messing up the party with all this stuff going on inside, right? So I know we've been doing it this way probably for the whole time we've been doing it, but let's be intentional and change up all of this stuff. There's ways to make this stuff better. Let's do it. Yeah, it happened. Y'all know, bruh. I don't get on this platform and lie. That's one thing y'all know I don't do. Like, I want to make the community better, and the things I'm doing to make this. Wait till my announcement on Tuesday, bruh. I'm not playing with y'all. Everything I'm giving y'all all game. I'm not holding nothing back for myself because I want to see everybody be great. Everybody's event be great. I want everybody's attitude to change. I want us to help each other out. Stop going to people's events and sitting back laughing at their event when you can step in and help. Men, it ain't that many men in the line dancing group. Help with these. They need chairs. Help with these chairs. I hate to see women carrying chairs across the floor. I hate to see women moving these trash cans around collecting trash. Help make the events great. Step up, everybody. If you can help up, step up, be great. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'd rather step in and help rather than talk shit about it. Queen Sheila last symposium. The dance floor area was a little bit smaller than the number of people that she thought was going to show up. She had a good turnout. I said, well, not that many people are sitting down. Let's remove these 2 tables to increase the dance area. Now, I'm not saying it just to saying it. I said, I will move the tables. I went over there, moved the tables. The dance floor got bigger. We dancing. Y'all know I'll push the trash can around. I ain't too bougie to not push no trash can around. Collecting trash. I will take the trash outside. We have to be like that as a community. We gotta stop treating everybody like they the enemy. And first thing I ready to say, that's my line dance sisters, my line dance family, start acting like it, man. Your event is my event. Now, the only thing I can't control is your DJ, how they play the music and all that stuff. But for the most part, your event is my event. If I'm there, I'm gonna be helping wherever I can. She said I had people come to promote their event at our event during our party with their date was the same time and date as our next party and got upset when I told them to stop. He said, them men ain't worried about them tables. They trying to pick up who they going to take back to their room for the night. But see, even then, you missing out on that. Women ain't nothing better than seeing a man working and helping out, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Mm-hmm. Cause a lot of y'all can't dance anyway. It's a real men line dance. A lot of y'all can't line dance. You might as well make yourself useful. And that goes for me. I ain't no exception. Y'all know, I don't know all the line dances. But what I'm not going to do is sit around and complain. I'm going to make myself useful. That's just common sense at some point. At some point. Right? Mm-hmm. Somebody call me out. Somebody call me out where I lied at yet. If I lied somewhere on this video, let me know. Thanks a lot, Adrian. Mm-hmm. I try to be. That's my favorite superhero too. I got all Superman stuff in my closet. Oh, the ball, Yolanda, the ball is the first weekend in April. We got like 16 spots left. So if you're interested, go ahead and jump on that now. And snacking in y'all ears. These pulling pill Twizzlers. Twizzlers my favorite candy. I apologize. I've been on here 30 minutes longer than I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to be going to get me some Jamaican and going to pick up my son. So I guess I'll ride this out until I got to go pick my son up. But yeah, man. I can only show you better than I can tell you. What stuff need to start looking like and what we need to be intentional with. It's like just because something is good doesn't mean it can't be better, right? Just because people come back doesn't mean that you're okay. Like you need to be very self-aware and critical when your event is over, to sit back and say, did I deliver on these things? And where can I be better at? And be okay with constructive criticism. Like based on what you wanted to deliver on. And like I said, it's a lot of stuff that we do in line dancing that we've been doing for years that can be changed. People gonna fight it. I talk about my smacking. People gonna fight change all the time. But when it's a good change, people are gonna take note and understand like, oh, that's a great idea. Let's do that. So when it comes to this videoing and promoting of events and being intentional with setups, and y'all gotta understand, like, this is a very important stuff here. It's more than just the DJ cutting that music on. Because the sad thing about it is most of the stuff people complain about ain't the music. Some of y'all events got terrible hospitality. Y'all might have the best DJ in the country. People can't stand y'all ass. It don't matter. And vice versa. Some people got such hospitality and the energy so great that they be okay that the DJ won't great. It's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? But you want to have that balance. You want to have great hospitality, be intentional with people understanding what to expect when they get there music-wise, however that is. Playlists, people understanding who your DJs are, reaching out to people. If you got people coming from California and you're using an in-house DJ, you might want to reach out to people in California and be like, hey, man, what y'all doing out there? You got people coming from, regions that you might not necessarily be familiar with when it comes to you. Because some of y'all DJ y'all own events. And if you know you don't travel like that, you got to start researching. You got 12 months. Well, some of y'all put y'all event out late. You got 6 months to figure this stuff out and get it together. And, whew. Like I said, we have a debriefing with our event committee a few days after to talk about what went wrong and what worked and what we asked a few that attended via inbox, as well as other group member things they saw from other perspectives. Yeah. You have to also understand the messenger, because it's a handful of people that complain at every single event. Once you figure out who those people are, you take those constructive criticisms with a grain of salt. But people that's looking out for your best interests, people that you have built relationships and bonds with, people that you respect, definitely want to take their constructive criticism and take a look at it, But I tell people, when you go to an event, if you got constructive criticism, don't give it the day after the event. Kind of give it time to, like, let your emotions come down. Let the people that threw the event get time to kind of decompress, and then let's have that moment. Because it take a lot to come down off that high. That event high is crazy. Like, people walk around with a smile on their face and feel all cool and relaxed. People be stressed the fuck out throwing these events. And it's during the event and right when the event ends, it's never a good time to bring in all your energy and frustration or concerns to somebody, unless it's something that needs to be addressed right then at that moment. But it's a lot putting on the event. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. And you got to deliver because people are choosing. That's a word that y'all don't want to hear. Some of y'all been putting on events for a long time. Some of y'all had events that was the events to go to. And y'all see y'all numbers change because there's so many other events. And people say it all the time. Well, I don't want to go to that event no more. I want to try another event. I want to go to this event. And then there's some events where people go to it every year. So in that same breath, that lets you know that people are choosing. Don't fall short. That's it, y'all. Today's conversation is marketing. The first part of the video was marketing your class. The second part of the video was marketing your event. Be very intentional. And a lot of that stuff that we talked about on the class portion applies to the event portion with the flyers, the consistency, controlling the narrative about the videos that you want to put up, showing those special moments and capturing those moments that make people say, I can't miss this event. Just being a good person as a whole. People love to support people that they like as a person. Believe it or not. If you are not good at that, you should not be the face of your event. You shouldn't be the main contact of your event. You shouldn't have nothing to do with the PR part of promoting the event. That person in your group that everybody love and hug on and all that, put them at the desk when we go sign in and get our bands and our bag and our name and all that. Have them heading that part up. You stay far away from that. You go help the DJ or you go set the chairs up. You can't be nowhere near the people. You got to be very intentional with this stuff. You got to know what your strengths are as a group. If you have a group, some of y'all meeters and greeters, some of y'all just dance. That's what y'all gonna do this weekend. Like Lala said, you don't even wear a shirt this weekend. You so bad with people, I don't even want you to wear no shirt. Or you having a bad day with your husband, today just don't wear the shirt. Just put another shirt on. Like, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. But it's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince, man, checking in with another great episode. I think for y'all. I think that was a great episode. If y'all got any questions before I get all, let me know right now. I'm gonna give y'all a few moments. Give me some questions about class promotion or event promotion. Or if you got any idea of what y'all want to talk about next week, let me know. But I got a big announcement for next week as well. Have some fun. What's up, Tanya Star? If y'all missed the beginning of the video, put in the comments where you came from, what city you in, where you watching from. Put all that in the comments so we can see who checking in. What's up, Kelly? Thank you. Thank you, Yolanda. Peace. Ramona St. Louis in the building. What's up, girl? Ramona. Sardina from Sacramento. Lisa from St. Louis. Lisa Bell been rocking out with me forever. What's up? San Diego, California, the best weather in the country. What's up, Kelly? Thank you for watching this whole thing. You've been in here the whole time. Marie, from my second home, baby. She from the MIAO, Miami. I promise you I'm there like every other month. Christina from Denver, Colorado. Yeah, I said Colorado. Mm. Woo. Cynthia says she from the Bronx, New York, in the building. Ricky Potts, Rock Hill, South Carolina. My sister went to college down there. She went to Clinton. And then she went to Clafton, I think, after that. Marie still in here from Boston, checking in from the Boston, Mass. And my sister played basketball down there, Ricky, back in the day. Faye, New York, question about the cruise. Trying to do flight. What time does the ship return to the dock in Miami after the cruise? It's usually 8. Depending on where you're flying into. If you're flying into Miami, the cruise port is about 15, 20 minutes away. I tell most people to get your flight probably after 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Don't get it too early because you got to remember we got 3,000 people on that boat. So if you ain't getting off at number 1 through 10, you can't be number 2,985 getting off that boat. It's going to take a couple hours to get everybody off. So be very Yep, Ashley, my sister, she went to Rock Hill, South Carolina to college down there. You gotta be very conscious about that time. What else y'all got for me before I log off? Remember, we almost sold out on that cruise. Yeah, the Miami airport ain't small, and it be busy. And you gotta think most of the people on our trip is flying out that same airport. So you know for a fact that 3,000 people going to that airport. Mm-hmm. Okay, 200 of them might be going to Fort Lauderdale because they on Spirit. My favorite airlines that just filed bankruptcy. What y'all got? It says Spirit getting ready. They just laid off 200 pilots in September, and they're getting ready to lay off 300 and something more pilots in January. But with the bankruptcy, they still going to stay open. Just going to reduce the number of flights they got going out of different cities. So if you team Spirit, you still gonna be flying Spirit. It might just we gonna cut back on the amount of flights that we got and where they leaving out of. Faye, no problem. Thanks for checking in. That's all y'all got. I know the comments come in delayed, so you might have already typed it, and the comments don't come in till 30 seconds later. So I'm waiting, but then y'all already typed it, and then so it's a lot. What's up? Y'all good? All right, we good. Let me see. We still got 30-some people in. Y'all just sitting here chilling with me. What y'all at work? What y'all doing? All right, well, that's it. I'll keep y'all posted on what the topic will be about next year. Thanks a lot, Adrian. Keep doing what you're doing out there, girl. Have a good time. Come April. Tanya says she at work. She's multitasking. Okay. Get that money, girl. Get that money. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm about to go pick up my son and work on some stuff. She said, I'm waiting for my parents. I'm waiting for parents for conferences. Oh, you sorry, you're a teacher. You got the parent-teacher conference today. Okay. Telling kids, some people parents how great their kid is or how bad their kid is. One or the other. Things they need to improve on. We need to do that with line dancing. I'm gonna do that at the line. I'm gonna do that at the beginners, but I'm gonna bring the instructors in one at a time and have some conferences. You can sit down in front of me. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing good at and what you need to work on. Lana said, "Hey Trey, talk to my son." Yep, I had to go get him now. Oh, that is so funny. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like the video too. Click the like button. That's how we get more people to watch it and hit that. It helps out the engagement and the algorithms. Facebook people, make sure y'all share this in y'all groups. Well, you might today's post you ain't got to share in your group because you the one putting the event on. But if you know somebody that has events or classes that wasn't here today, make sure you share this with them. We want everybody's class to be great. We want everybody's events to be great and help each other out. It's your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince, and I'm out of this camp. Make sure y'all check in this Sunday. Me and Mr. Charles will be going live on Queen Sheila's podcast. Let's Talk Soul Line Dancing. And our special guest will be Angie Causey out of Tampa, Florida. She'll be the guest of the show. Y'all know her energy crazy and toxic. No, not toxic. That's the wrong word. It's crazy and what's the word when it's contagious? That's the word. Sorry. Toxic. Contagious. So make sure I check that out. That's going to be Sunday at 7 p.m. And then we'll be back here Tuesday. Getting ready to get my bowl on. Missed the last several minutes, but what I did here was 100% correct and so on point. Thanks, Carlos. Thank you so much, Crystal. Love you. Y'all have a good one.